Good morning everyone. This is our project here. It is the vertical planting. As you can see, used recycled plastic bottles are being used here and they are filled with soil. Seedlings are then planted inside of the soil and they manage to sprout out through the different holes that were cut right through the bottle. This seedling is the petchai, and as we go around all the way over here, we have a variety of other plants. Here, these are some flowers that were planted. So, you may wonder why vertical planting is necessary or encouraged today. Today, space is very valuable, and in order to save space, you need to make use of every area. Therefore, vertical planting, as you can see, it just makes use of a very small space. So space is really saved. Furthermore, when you water the seedling, the water collects all the way from here to here to here. So all bottles are connected since they are each connected to each other in the top. The growing problem of not having enough viable space for planting is now solved with the use of vertical planting. Any household with not much space for growing plants horizontally can now be grown vertically with this kind of method. There is also a process here in the conservation of water. The science to this is that when the water passes through each of the bottles, all the excess water reaches our grass, and therefore all the excess water is also used to water the grass surrounding the vertical planting area. Another thing behind the vertical planting is the use of a recycled container of an ICB tank. This was bought in second hand. This though is not necessary, but in order for our plastic bottles to have somewhere to be attached on, and in order for our plants to have a surface to grow on, we use this recycled ICB tank container.
So this is the traditional way of planting. You have some soil in the ground, you put some plants on it, you put seedlings, you grow it, take care of it, then it becomes something like this. Now this type of planting or this traditional way is only good if you have some gardening space. Now you don't need a lot, but then again, if you're trying to be a minimalist and don't want to spend that much on land, this one is kind of impractical if you're looking at a financial view. Now if the solution for this is going to be this, vertical tree planting. Because example, this needs some land. This one you just put it on, for in this case 1 liter ball, cut it, put some soil, connect it so that the water does not go to waste, and you can hang it here, you can hang it there, you can hang it anywhere as long as you have somewhere to hang it. That's the main good thing about this. But the problem with this is that you can't make big plants. You can only use let's say for example flowers, vines, those that don't take up that much vertical space, more like they grow out. So unlike the traditional, again, you need a lot of space. This one, very minimal. You can transfer it, and if you don't like it, you can just throw it out. Not like this. It takes sort of a longer time. This one, you can just like transfer it anywhere, so you can like sell it. And you can also plant your vegetables just like traditional. Like for example, the seeds we're using right now are ampalaya seeds, so that after we plant it and when it grows, we can actually bear fruit from it and eat. And that's the main benefit. You can just put it anywhere. You can put it on, like for example, if you're gonna do it aesthetically, you can get some vines and put it on the wall so it covers the wall, it grows on the wall. Or you can have some flowers, move it around wherever you want it to be, have different types, you can do different matching, stuff like that. So the two main pros of this is that it doesn't take a lot of space because you can hang it anywhere, you can take it down. Don't need a lot of water because again it gets recycled. The excess goes down. Now the con is then again you can't use big plants. You have to use small to medium sized plants. You can't really use the big ones, and you have to hang it. You can't just leave it on the ground. Unlike these, like you can just leave it there. This one you have to really make sure that it does not fall because then it would just ruin the whole thing. and you have to make sure this always sees the sun, because sometimes when you move it, it may not be in direct contact with the sun. Unlike these, like you're sure that it's gonna get faced by the sun. So that's the pros and cons of vertical tree planting and who can benefit from it.